Weeping moss, Java moss, and flame moss, three of the most popular and relatively available mosses in the aquarium trade. But which is best? Well, I bought the three of them and grew them out over about 2 weeks. Let's take a look at how they matched up, and we'll see which one grew the fastest and which one looks the best. Here we have the flame, weeping, and Java moss all attached at the same time in equal portions after about 2 weeks. Now we have some growth. The flame moss obviously stands out, and the Java moss has the greenest coloring to it. The weeping moss definitely fell behind as far as growth and coloring. It was actually the slowest of the three mosses. But if we look closely, the strands of the moss are really nice, and they appear to grow out and cover the surface it's attached to. Java moss does this too, but it's not as neat and it grows in all directions, meaning that the weeping moss might actually be the most useful, if you plan on covering an item. The flame moss and Java moss grew equally as fast, but quite differently. As its name might suggest, the flame moss grew uniformly upwards, while the Java moss just kinda grew everywhere. And both can be useful in their own respects. I can see how Java moss can be used to set up a moss wall, or attached to a piece of driftwood to recreate natural vegetation. The flame moss can be used as a moss carpet, or attached to a decoration to give it a unique look with the moss growing up. All three mosses have proven quite useful, but if we have to narrow it down just to one, I'd have to go with the Java moss. It grew out just a tad faster, it was cheaper, and although it doesn't grow in particular ways like the weeping or Java moss, it can be adjusted or attached to fulfill most needs. In addition to that, it also has the most vibrant green shading to it. Of course, in some cases, the weeping or flame moss works better than the Java moss, but for the sake of general introduction to moss, Java moss takes the cake. Thanks for watching.